He drinks beer, parties like it's 1999, and was once called too fat for the league. But somehow, Luka Dončić just dragged an underdog team to the NBA Finals while casually outscoring legends. How did a lazy Euro kid become the most terrifying stat machine in the NBA? Let's break down Luka's wild rise to domination. Before Luka Dončić ever stepped onto an NBA court, before the step backs and triple doubles, he was just a kid from Ljubljana, Slovenia, obsessed with a basketball almost bigger than himself. His father was a former pro, his mother a former hurdler, but it wasn't a family legacy that made Luka special. It was an obsession. At 7, he was already outplaying older kids. At 13, he left home, left the country, to join Real Madrid's basketball program in Spain. Imagine that, 13 years old, barely a teenager, suddenly surrounded by grown men, a new language, and a legendary club expecting results. Most kids would have cracked. Luka, he cooked. By 16, he was playing professional games. Not high school, not college, professional. And by 19, he wasn't just keeping up, he was dominating. He led Real Madrid to a EuroLeague title and won EuroLeague MVP, becoming the youngest to ever do it. No flashy dunks, no viral mixtapes, just pure IQ, insane passing vision, and calm under pressure like he already lived 3 basketball lifetimes. But when the 2018 NBA draft rolled around, American scouts were skeptical. He's too slow, doesn't play defense. He partied his way through Europe. They wanted highlight machines, not chess players. The Atlanta Hawks drafted him 3rd and immediately traded him to the Dallas Mavericks for Trae Young.
The Atlanta Hawks select Luka Dončić from Ljubljana, Slovenia and Real Madrid.
At the time, it seemed like a fair deal. Now, let's just say, would you trade a generational mind for a flashy scorer? Because Luka didn't clap back, he didn't tweet, he just walked into the NBA and started destroying everything in front of him, with a smile on his face and no need to prove anything to anyone. When Luka finally landed in Dallas, it didn't take long for people to realize that this kid wasn't here to learn. In his rookie season, he casually dropped near triple doubles, hit buzzer beaters like he was playing in the driveway, and ran the Mavericks offense like he's been in the league for a decade. His confidence wasn't arrogance. It was the calm of someone who'd already done this, just on a different continent. People started whispering the unthinkable. Is this the most NBA-ready rookie since LeBron? Only here's the twist. Luka didn't have LeBron's insane athleticism. He didn't have the vertical leap, the speed, or the power. But somehow, he was just putting up LeBron-level numbers. How? Because Luka Dončić didn't just play basketball. He bends time around it. While most players race up the court in a blur, Luka strolls. He surveys. He's not rushing to beat the clock. He's reprogramming it. Every possession feels like it's moving in slow motion. Not because Luka is slow, but because he's in complete control. He walks the ball up, let defenders get comfortable, then slices them apart like a tactician who's already playing 10 moves ahead. That step back 3 of his is not just a signature move. It's a sentence, a punctuation mark at the end of a possession where he lulled you into thinking that you were safe. One dribble, one pause, a step back, and it's already in the net. His passing is pure sorcery. He sees lanes that doesn't exist. Backdoor cuts, he throws the pass before the teammate even makes the move. Defenders spin around, confused, as the ball zips through seams they never knew were open. It's like Luka is hovering above the court, playing a 3D game of chess, while everyone else is stuck in 2D checkers. He doesn't react to the game, he manipulates it. Critics still grumbled, he's not fast enough. He doesn't look like an NBA star, but the scoreboard said otherwise. Luka was already averaging almost 30 points, along with 9 rebounds and 8 assists in just his 2nd and 3rd years. And off the court, he was unapologetically himself, joking with teammates, sipping beer after wins, showing up with a goofy smile and no entourage. He didn't care about being polished, just real. So here's the real question. If a player can dominate without the athleticism, Without the ego and without the hype machine, doesn't that make him even scarier? Let's get one thing straight. Luka Dončić is not fast. He won't blow by defenders with the first step. And he's not catching lobs 12 feet in the air. But somehow, he makes the elite athletes look completely helpless. How? Because Luka doesn't play your game. He makes you play his. Every dribble, every fake, every pause is calculated. He tours with defenders like puppets, pulling strings they don't even realize are there. One shutter step and they bite. One slow spin and they're on skates. It's not athleticism, it's mental warfare. And then, just when you think you figured him out, he buries a step back three in your face with 0.8 seconds on the clock. Again, Luka's shot making under pressure is pure insanity. We're talking buzzer beaters from 30 feet, fadeaways off one leg, floaters in traffic with two defenders draped on him. And he does it like he's bored. The numbers, they're gross. He became the youngest player in the NBA history with multiple 40-plus points playoff games. In one postseason, he literally outscored entire teams in single quarters. And keep in mind, this was all before Luka hit what most would call his physical prime. The beauty of it, Luka's game is built to last. He doesn't rely on speed, so he won't burn out early. Luka's going to age like wine, smarter, smoother, deadlier. So ask yourself, in a league obsessed with freak athletes, what happens when the smartest guy in the room keeps outscoring them all without breaking a single sweat? No super team, no second superstar at his level, just Luka Dončić and a roster nobody believed in. The Dallas Mavericks entered the 2025 playoffs as underdogs, written off by nearly everyone outside of Texas. But Luka, he saw blood in the water. Round after round, he dismantled title favorites like it was personal. Near triple doubles became routine, clutch shots automatic, and when defenses threw double teams, Luka didn't blink. He torched them away. He carried the Mavericks through the brutal Western Conference like Atlas with a basketball. Opponents changed schemes, rotated defenders, and even tried trash talk. Nothing worked. Luka just kept dropping 35-point nights with 10 assists and 8 rebounds like it was a Tuesday. By the time the finals rolled around, the stats were outrageous. He was leading in points, rebounds, assists, and everything. And suddenly, all those critics who once called him lazy or soft had nothing to say. Fans weren't just impressed, they were in awe. People started whispering comparisons to 2006 Dirk and 2018 LeBron. One guy, one mission, and zero excuses. This wasn't just a finals run, it was Luka's revenge tour, and the league is still recovering from the fallout. He's still only in his mid-20s, but Luka Dončić is already knocking the doors of immortality. We're talking about a guy who came into the league as a so-called chubby Euro, and within just a few seasons, started putting up numbers that belong next to all-time greats. Multiple years of top 5 MVP finishes, record-breaking playoff performances, and nightly stat lines that look photoshopped. And while the media loves hyping up young stars, Luka isn't just hype, he's history in motion. Sure, he doesn't have a ring yet, but if the 2025 finals run proved anything, it's that Luka can carry a team without a super team, without drama, and without excuses. He's not begging for trades or stacking rosters. Off the court, he's refreshingly human. He jokes around, he makes fun of himself. He's more likely to show up to a press conference sipping a soda than flashing $1 million watch. But when the ball tips off, he flips the switch. Luka might look relaxed, but he takes the game dead serious. Luka's not chasing headlines, he's chasing basketball immortality. The scary part, he hasn't even peaked yet. His style isn't built on raw athleticism, so he won't burn out early. He's evolving, refining, and learning. And if this is what the early prime Luka looks like, the rest of the league better pray he doesn't get even better. So, is Luka the next GOAT? It's too early to say for sure, but if you squint, you might really already see his name forming on the Mount Rushmore. He's not just building stats, he's quietly assembling a legacy.